friends, I'm Steph from cheapskatecook.com and stephaniejenkins.com, and today we're going to make some muffins. These are the muffins of your dreams. Not because they are cupcakes in disguise, but because if you're trying to save money and eat healthy, these are the muffins you've been looking for. This is a whole wheat muffin that is naturally sweetened, which means it is sweetened with maple syrup or honey as opposed to like white sugar or brown sugar. It has healthy fats and it is adaptable for dairy-free allergies or egg-free allergies, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Alright, I like a good sweet muffin, but if you are trying to make your breakfast a little less sugary, a little less sweet, or a little more hearty, or whatever, these are the muffins that you want. They are delicious, they are sweet and have a great crumb, but without being like cupcake level. And you can also add all kinds of things. So these ones have chocolate chips in them. Okay, you can't even see chocolate chips in this one, but let me see. There's some chocolate chips in there. These have chocolate chips in them because that's my family's favorite version of these muffins, but you can make them plain and serve them with jam or drizzled with like honey butter or something like that. You can dice up some apple and add some cinnamon. They're pretty flexible and they are also very adaptable to what you have on hand. Remember, this is the way I cook. I am not a perfect precise baker. Rather, I like to show you recipes that are very flexible and can adapt to whatever you have. Because saving money and eating healthy is all about being creative and using what you have to feed your family as well as you can. Sometimes when I make these muffins, I use all whole wheat. Sometimes I use spelt flour. Sometimes I use half whole wheat and half white flour. Sometimes I use sugar, or I use honey, or maple syrup. I'll use milk, or you can use buttermilk, or I will thin the yogurt with some water or almond milk. I mean,
okay, that's enough. You get the picture.
Like, there's so many different ways. I've made this recipe so many different ways, and all the ways are delicious. Everyone's got their favorite version. And so I really want this to be like a springboard for you so you can make this recipe exactly the way that I tell you the first couple of times and then just use it however you need to. Change it, remove stuff, make it work for you, and I'm going to tell you all different ways that you can do that while I show you how I make these muffins.
First, you'll need some whole wheat flour. You can use a combination of white and whole wheat, or you can use spelt flour. The chocolate chips are totally optional, and actually we really like the mini chocolate chips more than the big ones.
One thing to keep in mind, you can swap out honey or maple syrup interchangeably, but honey is about twice as sweet as maple syrup. So if you use maple syrup, the end result will be less sweet than if you use honey. I know my family definitely prefers the version where I use honey.
Here we're using milk with a little bit of apple cider vinegar to create a substitute buttermilk. Okay, here's a great tip for the honey. If you pour the honey into the same measuring cup that had the oil in it, the honey will just pour right out. It won't stick to the sides or anything like that. Ideally, I would stir any add-ins like the chocolate chips with that spatula that's off to the side, but I forgot about it, so I just whisked it in. Whole wheat does better when you let it soak for like 10 to 30 minutes. So while you're doing that, you can line your muffin tin, make sure your oven's preheated. This step is totally optional. I just like the results better when I let the batter rest. The muffin tops should spring back lightly when they're done. And then just let them cool for like 5 minutes before removing them from the pan.
And that's how we make whole wheat muffins. I've been making this recipe for over 10 years. It's one of my favorites because it is so adaptable depending on what your budget looks like and what's in your kitchen. I'm Steph from cheapskatecook.com and stephaniejenkins.com, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more ways to save money and eat healthy. All right, we're checking angles and lighting and microphone and hair and all the things. Is it okay? Blah, blah, blah. Hair in my mouth. And today we're gonna make some muffins. Blah.